Hi, it's Lee. Welcome to another Learn English with Lee, and welcome to the second video looking at some grammar exercises about past simple and present perfect. In the previous video, we've already looked at a few examples and we were talking about concepts like is it a finished action? Do we have a specific time reference? Because these are very important questions that we need to ask to decide the correct tense. Okay, so let's continue. So here we have questions 6 to 10. And again, if you have any doubts about present perfect, past simple, before we begin, I really recommend you go back to the grammar presentation videos that I've done on this topic. I've done 3 videos looking at present perfect and also 1 video looking at this topic. So the difference specifically between past simple and present perfect. And also, of course, if you haven't watched the first exercise video, questions 1 to 5, go back and do that first. Then come back and we can finish with these questions 6 to 10. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to pause the video. I want you to try and answer the questions. You can use a note paper and a pen, write them down. Or if you want, what I will do is I will put these questions in the description box so you can copy and paste them into Microsoft Word or something and print it out for yourself. Okay, so pause the video, try and answer the questions, and I'll see you when you're ready to continue. Okay, so let's have a look with question number 6. Okay, my girlfriend loves Hugh Jackman. Yeah, well, he's a very handsome man. She see all of the movies he is in. So the question for you is, do we answer this with past simple, she saw, or do we answer it with present perfect, she has seen? Well, the correct answer is she has seen all of the movies he is in. Again, so see is an irregular verb, so see, seen, seen. And also because the subject is she, he, she, it, the auxiliary verb have becomes has. I have seen, you have seen, he has seen, she has seen. Okay, but why? Why is it present perfect? Well, I have a question for you. Okay, is this present perfect for, and remember we have 3 functions for present perfect. Is it present perfect for recently finished actions? Is it present perfect for unfinished actions? Or is it present perfect for unspecified past actions? Okay, so let's have a look. So she has seen all of the movies he is in. So is it unfinished? No. So it's A or C, isn't it? So it's recently finished or unspecified past. Recently finished? Well, we don't know because we don't have a specific time reference. So the answer is present perfect for unspecified past actions. If you remember, going back, I think it was question 2, we had an example like this. And of course, remember, so she has seen, which is grammatically perfect. But if we're doing spoken English, if you can contract, you should contract. So she has seen all of the movies he's in will become she's seen. So my girlfriend loves Hugh Jackman. She's seen all of the movies he is in. But personally, I don't understand why she likes him so much. I mean, he's not so handsome, really. Okay, so let's have a look at question 7. So how long ago you start your job? Very important thing to notice first is that this is a question. We have a question mark. But what is the correct tense that we need? So would we answer this as a present perfect question? How long ago have you started your job? Or would we answer this with a past simple question? How long ago did you start your job? Well, the answer is past simple. Okay, how long ago did you start your job? Okay, why? Why is the answer past simple? Well, let's ask a question. Is there a specific time reference? Because it's a question, right? So if it's a question, how can we have a specific time reference? Well, we have a specific time reference word, ago. So usually we would say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 minutes ago is a specific time reference. So here, we don't know the specific time reference, but we are asking a question about a specific time reference. How long ago? So because of ago, which is a specific time reference word, we need past simple. So for example, how long ago did you start your job? The answer would be, I started my job 3 months ago, and now we have it. Now we have the specific time reference. Okay, so I hope you got that correct. Slightly tricky one when it's a question, isn't it? All right, let's have a look at number 8. I heard you and your boyfriend had an argument at the weekend. And then B says, that's right. He not speak to me since then. Okay, to answer this question, I have a different question for you. So I'm not asking about specific time references. Instead, I'm asking, first, what is the action? Okay, what is the action? So the action is the boyfriend speaking, or in this case, negative, not speaking to the girlfriend. Is this action, so the not speaking, finished or unfinished? This action is unfinished. So if the action is unfinished, can we use the past simple? No, of course not. No, we can only use past simple for things which have happened in the past, things which are finished, things which are history, things which are done. So we're using present perfect here, and we're using present perfect for unfinished actions. So the answer is, so he, so I have, you have, he has, and then speak is regular or irregular? Irregular, so it's speak, spoke, spoken. So the answer is he has not spoken to me since then. So when we use present perfect for unfinished time, we can actually use 2 time reference words. So for example, in this sentence, the time reference word is since. So sometimes it's for, sometimes it's since. And since is the beginning of the action. So since last Tuesday. So we can use present perfect with a specific time if the function of the present perfect is unfinished. So I have been a teacher since August 2007, for example. And of course, again, so this is grammatically perfect, well done, 1 point. But for spoken English, if we can contract, we should contract. So he has not spoken to me will be he hasn't spoken to me since then. Okay, I really hope you're doing well so far. We only have 2 more questions to go. All right, what will your total score be? All right, so let's have a look at number 9. Okay, so 2 people talking again. So my parents, be married for 50 years. And then B replies, wow, they must really love each other. Okay, any ideas? So my parents were married for 50 years, or my parents have been married for 50 years. So present perfect or past simple, because they are both grammatically possible answers. So the clue to this question is actually B's response. So they must really love each other means they are still married now. Okay, so if they are still married now, we're talking about now, we're talking about the present. So the answer is present perfect. My parents have, my parents have been, irregular verb of course, married for 50 years. And again, the idea here is the action finished or unfinished? From B's response, while they must really love each other, we know that it's unfinished. So this is another example of present perfect for unfinished actions. But here, we're not using since, we're using for. So in the previous example, since told us the start time of the unfinished action. In this one, for tells us how long, or what we call the duration. Now then, I said that both present perfect and past simple were grammatically possible in this case. My parents have been married for 50 years. My parents were married for 50 years. But the response of be tells us that it's present perfect. Because if I said my parents were married for 50 years, which means it's in the past, it means now they are not married. So now they are divorced. So maybe they were married for 50 years, but they got divorced 5 years ago. But in this case, B replies, they must really love each other now. So we know that we still need present perfect. So a very important point here is students always worry about, is my sentence grammatically correct, teacher? But as we've just seen in this example, sometimes both sentences can be grammatically correct, but only one suits the context of the conversation. All right, so let's have a look at the final question. I hope you're doing well. All right, so number 10. So you finish that report yet? I need it. Sorry, no. I'll have it for you first thing tomorrow morning. I swear. So, I swear is another slang phrase that we use to mean I promise. So I swear. I really seriously promise. Okay. First thing to notice is that it's a question. Okay, so it'll be, did you finish or have you finished? Okay, we know that because we know how to make the positive, negative, and question forms. But the real question to you guys is the tense. So is it past simple or present perfect? The answer here is, drum roll please, have you finished? Present perfect. I hope you got that right. But let's look in a little bit of detail. Why? Okay, first question for you. Is the action finished or unfinished? It's unfinished, yeah? The report is not done yet. I will try to do the report by tomorrow morning, but right now, not finished. But it's actually finished. What do I mean? Well, the action is unfinished, yes, but this is a question. I'm asking a question about a finished action. So it's a question about a finished action, but do we have a specific time reference? We do not. We just have the general word yet, which we use for negatives and questions. So we can use present perfect to ask a question. And we don't need a specific time reference because the person asking the question doesn't care about the time reference. They care about, is it done or is it not done? And that's the most important thing for this question. Okay. Oh my God. How was that? Yeah, is that okay? So let's ask ourselves very seriously, very honestly, how well did you do? Well, if you got 10 out of 10, congratulations, you're a master. You can teach English now. Your English is the same as mine, for example. All right, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Yeah, well done. I think you probably just made some simple mistakes. So you've got the ideas correct in your head, but sometimes what we know and what we produce, sometimes they're different. So part of the skill of developing good English is using what you know correctly, right? So you obviously know the difference, but we just need more practice using it. Usually, maybe it's a problem with the irregular verbs or a problem with the auxiliary, so have or has. So try to be really careful about these simple mistakes. 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Yeah, no, not bad. Not bad. Good, actually. Well done. But review the mistakes. Okay, try to find a pattern in your mistakes. Do you always make the same kind of mistake? So, for example, if I see a student and they have 3 wrong answers, but they are all wrong because of the same thing, to me, that's just one mistake. It's one mistake repeated 3 times. So try to find any patterns in your mistakes. Then you know specifically what you need to study to improve. If you got 0 out of 10, 1, 2 or 3 out of 10, sorry, you don't have this grammar point fixed in your brain yet. Go back to my presentation videos, 3 functions of present perfect, and the video looking at the difference between present perfect and past simple. Ask me some questions in the comments section. Ask a teacher, ask a native speaker, buy a grammar book. You need not practice, basically. Review the meaning and review the form. Okay, so there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that's been useful. I hope that you did very well. If you have any questions or any comments, then please use the comment section and I'll try to answer any questions. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next